Hello there everybody and welcome to another episode of Wiki Weekends, where we wind up a wiki, we take a deep dive, and we keep swimming until we find something interesting to talk about. And today we are talking about something that may be relevant to the moment because right now Idris Elba is going to be taking over everybody's televisions.
I forgot that Idris Elba was Knuckles. What is it with the Sonic movie and being like, let's get the coolest fucking people to play our dumbass characters of Keanu Reeves' Shadow now?
The fact they got Keanu Reeves for Shadow the Hedgehog is so fucking on point.
Well, the thing is though, Keanu Reeves, because he's such a wooden actor, hell yeah. Like, Keanu Reeves he's great in everything he's in. Mm-hmm. He can't act to save his life.
Which sounds about appropriate for playing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I was created to bring order and justice to the humans. With the power of these emeralds, I'm going to destroy this damn planet. This is who I am.
Oh dear, but of course I'm your host for this episode, Lucas Holland, and I am joined by the forever lovely Karl Smallwood.
Yeah, and also I do like Keanu Reeves, it's just he's not a good actor.
No.
Go watch, is it Interview with a Vampire he's in, where he tries to do an English accent?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know where the bastard sleeps. I brought him there.
Okay, I can't speak to that, but I don't think he's a bad actor either.
He is. He hasn't got a lot of range.
Yeah.
He's good when he's utilised well.
He is, and, great in, for example, the John Wick films, but
yes,
I think just Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure alone shows that he can act well, and
he's got range.
He
just
can
not a lot
act
of
comedically. Maybe he just hasn't got the best agent, or something. He's not been in the best projects necessarily.
Yeah, like Keanu Reeves is a great actor when he's utilised well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really is, and I can't wait to see Edgy the Hedgie himself in live action, but I don't think Edgy the Hedgie is appearing in the Knuckles TV show. I think we do have to wait for Sonic 3.
Do you think they're going to have a section where he does like a John Wick style shootout?
They've shown him with a motorcycle. They've got to have Shadow the Hedgehog John Wick it up with a machine gun and then cock the machine gun to reload.
Yeah, and then he's got to do like a Matrix style like motorcycle throw.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want like Trinity throws the motorcycle at that guy and it's like, what did he do? Did he really deserve to get motorcycle?
We don't know whether that person would have become an agent, Carl. You've got to murder them all.
It's still one of my favourite, like, when you actually think about that line from Morpheus, of like, that is the same justification literally every terrorist on Earth has ever used, of just everyone who doesn't agree with us is a potential enemy, so you're free to kill them.
The people who have come out of the Matrix to save the real world, they are essentially terrorists of the Matrix.
They are, yeah.
Yes.
But we're not talking about the Matrix today. Go watch our video on the Matrix if you want to hear us talk more about that.
God, I don't even know whether we've done like a wiki on the Matrix.
We did on Agent Smith. That's where the discussion happened.
Yeah,
do you not
true.
remember what we've done?
No, I don't, because I don't remember what's wikis and what's Fact Fiend episodes. We've put hundreds of episodes out onto the internet, Carl. It's hard to always remember which was which.
All for free.
I am one of those people that when the Sonic the Hedgehog original movie came out, I was like, I think I'm going to pass. It's not really for me. I'm okay. And then Sonic 2 came out. And I was like, oh, they're leaning into it. Like, Knuckles is here, performed by Idris Elba. And
Idris Elba.
What did I say?
You said Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
That's his second form.
Just Idris Elba as Knuckles. You've got them leaning into the full Dr. Robotnik gimmick.
Thank you, sycophant. Your admiration is inevitable.
Yeah, because that first one was a movie that was not saved. I'm not going to say saved in the edit. It was cobbled together in the edit.
And it was fan backlashed in a positive way for once of just,
yes,
this Sonic model cannot exist.
Meow?
And for anyone out there who wants to put forward that conspiracy theory of, I think they did it on purpose. No, they didn't. They didn't do it on purpose and anticipate the backlash to get like artificial, like, they're just that stupid. And you can tell that if you watch that movie, like that opening with like the owl that gets like just cut they cut that with a fucking machete. Because they knew that aspect was stupid. Get rid of it.
Like, you know that in that original cut of that film there was half an hour of owl.
Of course it was, but that was half an hour of ugly Sonic and they didn't want to have it in.
I think there's even like a VFX artist react by Corridor Crew where they had one of like the leads from the Sonic movie on going, yeah, this conspiracy theory isn't true. We just fucked up and we had to save it and we had to go into panic mode.
So what you're saying is that the conspiracy theory that's a very advanced marketing move where you guys secretly had this Sonic design but you released the trailer with the other Sonic design just to get everybody talking.
No, but in hindsight, and Jeff and I have talked about it, in hindsight, I feel like it was the luckiest horrible thing that could happen because I feel like the fans appreciate the fact that their voice was heard and it made them feel some sense of ownership in the success of the movie. And they should feel ownership.
The final character design of Sonic ended up being not only very faithful, but looked great too. Like, you guys did a great job of like preserving the cartoonish nature of something while still like implementing it into reality, you know?
It all worked out in the end.
And then, even though they got Tails and Knuckles into Sonic 2 and leaned into the Dr. Robotnik weirdness, they still, I presume just because CGI is expensive, they still had to have half of the plot be about, like, the humans going on a wedding trip that no one gives a shit about.
Also, as well, why won't they play the music? It's so frustrating that the Sonic franchise has some of the best, most memorable... The best thing about that franchise is music.
Yeah.
They refuse to play the song.
Yeah.
I think in the third one, the trailer, they did play, like, Escape from the City a little bit.
I can't remember whether it was Escape from the City or Live and Learn, but they definitely used some kind of non-lyrics version of that in the trailer.
It's like the Mario movie, isn't it, where they put pop music in it? It's like, oh, okay, so you're going to use pop music that's going to be dated in 4 years instead of the iconic soundtrack you made that's been like relevant and popular and well-known for 4 decades.
I agree in every single way, apart from the fact that you just said holding out for a hero is only going to be relevant for 4 more years.
I just think it's overdone.
It's way overdone, and it was dreadful for the movie.
It was also, as well, it's been done best in Shrek 2, and if your movie does not have a better utilisation of I Need a Hero than Shrek 2, don't put it in your film, because you'll get compared to Shrek 2, and no one wants to make an animated movie that gets compared to Shrek 2, because you will lose. Because it's Shrek 2.
But we're not talking about Shrek 2, Carl. We are talking about just the character himself, Knuckles the Echidna.
Oh, he's so lame. He's so lame, but that's what makes the Sonic characters cool, except for Sonic.
Right, okay then. If you're going to call Knuckles the Echidna lame, who's the cool one in Sonic?
Well, none of them are cool, that's the point. They're all lame as fuck. But
okay.
Knuckles owns his lameness. Sonic still thinks he's cool.
As somebody that was a big fan of Sonic as a child, and someone who played the shit out of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, I don't know who is meant to be a better character in that universe than Knuckles, or like a cooler character.
Every character in Sonic is lame, but some of them own their lameness. And, Sonic doesn't, Knuckles does.
I feel like Knuckles was always what Shadow wanted to be, of like...
Yeah.
Knuckles pulls off the antagonist opposite to Sonic, whereas Shadow we all love. We all love Shadow, but Shadow was so edgy the hedgy that it went way too far.
Yeah, I think I've never liked Shadow, but just the fact that people keep insisting that he's a good character makes me laugh every time.
I don't know at this point in my life whether I love Shadow, whether I hate Shadow, whether I love him ironically or unironically. I don't know. But whenever Shadow appears and I hear that music, I am happy inside.
The thing is, though, I think the best piece of media Shadow ever appeared in is when the best friends play through Shadow the Hedgehog on the GameCube. And the GameCube commits suicide halfway through the game. Like, literally, the game crashes halfway through and they cut it. And then they do another episode where they finish the game, and during the credits, the game crashes again. Because they're sat there, they do that thing, they're doing the piss take thing, like, a bold gambit for Shadow Team, truly the most immaculate Sonic piece of media ever created. And like, it's almost like the game cannot handle being praised because it just shuts off and dies. Put the clip in, it is fucking fantastic.
Have faith in Shadow Team. Okay, because if there's no hidden ending, then
what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say that you're liars. I'm just gonna blame it on it being a shitty game. So it better have an
well,
ending.
that's your opinion, and it's that's Matt. It's okay to have.
Yeah, Knuckles pulls off that kind of, I'd say, the antagonist role of like the duplicity between the red and the blue, the good and the evil, which Knuckles began as he does in the Sonic 2 movie. But Shadow went way too far, and I think they'd already nailed it with Knuckles.
No, yeah. I prefer the friendly rivalry to the I have got a gun and shoot people rivalry.
I mean, he didn't have a gun in Sonic Adventure 2, Carl. He just had cool rocket shoes, okay?
No.
He had jet boots. Like, jet boots are unironically cool, no matter what context you put them in.
But he runs really... Why do you need jet boots? He fucking runs at 1,000 miles an hour.
But he doesn't without the jet boots, I don't think.
It's like all that fan art of Sonic driving a car, and I always thought that was stupid until I saw someone like, well, he doesn't drive for the speed, he just wants the air conditioning. It's like, okay, that makes sense.
Shadow talks about being the superior being, but I don't think he can match Sonic's speed without jet boots, which makes him immediately inferior.
Yeah, he talks like, I am the superior life form. Why do you need a gun to kill people then?
That's one of the weirdest things that always got me about Knuckles and Tails, because for gameplay in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, they had to make it so that all of the characters run at the same speed because of just gameplay elements, but that means that Sonic isn't actually that fast in this universe. They all are that fast.
Yeah, unless you're in the Archie comics where he's just everywhere.
Oh yeah, the Archie comics go ridiculous, but we're not talking about Archie comics version of Knuckles right now. We are just talking about the amalgamation that is Knuckles the Echidna on Sonic. on Sonic.fandom.com.
That is ingrained deep. The Sonic the Hedgehog.
When I actually say Sonic.fandom.com,
that is how ingrained shitting on Sonic is in your
been on
psyche.
the internet way too long.
Sonic the Hedgehog. You're on the Sonic Wiki then, yeah?
I'm on the Sonic Wiki, yes.
The Sonic Wiki. I bet there is a Sonic Wiki.
Oh, God. And we've got a quote here from Knuckles the Echidna himself from Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence. Angel Island, a land of miracles, of mysteries, my home. I am its guardian. I watch over the Master Emerald and every living thing here. That is to say, all plants and animals. Any other kind of civilization is long since disappeared from the island. I do things on my own, and that's just how I like it. I don't need anyone else to get by, but sometimes I wonder how things would be if I hadn't been given this responsibility. Why was I chosen for this duty? Perhaps it's karma.
That's a terrible quote.
It's a terrible quote.
Like, the thing is that, think about all how poignant that is, and remember it's being said by a bright red fucking echidna with, like, giant white gloves with spikes on them, who's naked. Because that's the thing about all the Sonic, the dicks are out all the time. Because are you familiar with the concepts of, like, anthropomorphic animal creatures? When they wear one item of clothing, it makes them look more naked than if they were wearing nothing. Because that means they're aware of clothing, but choose not to wear pants.
It's like the Donald Duck thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, he is aware that he should wear clothing, but that just means that he wants his dick out at all times.
Yeah.
So Knuckles chooses to only wear shoes and gloves, just in the vein of every other Sonic character that wants to be just hanging dong at all times.
Yeah.
I get what they're trying to do with that quote, but it was just long and egregious. But essentially, Knuckles is the person that needs to protect the Master Emerald.
Yeah, that's what cracks me up so much about Sonic off. Like, you look at Mario lore, and it's like, wahoo, I'll save the princess. It's like, what's Sonic lore? It's like, I must protect the island from the Emerald, because this... It's like, you're a fucking hedgehog that runs fast. Why do you need all this bullshit on top?
He's not. He's an echidna.
But you know what I mean? Like, the stories go so fucking off the rails, and as a result, it's just, okay, sure, why is Sonic fighting robots?
Why not? I mean, that's the thing, is like, they immediately go into just the really weird, like, deep lore, even from, like, Sonic 3, where it's like, oh, well, there's the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emerald, and I must protect the land and the Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why the series is so fucking funny to me, because it tries so hard to be taken seriously, and all you have to do to make it not be serious is it's a hedgehog talking to you right now.
Just show a picture of Big the cat.
Yeah, it's like, it's a hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, his biggest rival for years was like Mario. Mario's like, wahoo! That's it.
So Mario, every time, is wahoo, the princess has been kidnapped, wahoo.
Yeah.
That's the deep lore of the Mario universe.
I do love that hard drive article, though, that like isn't like, heartwarming. This man still lets Sonic think that he's his rival. and it's just Mario like, I let Sonic think it, because if he didn't, it'd be so sad.
I think one of my favourite things is just playing the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, where they have to balance out like the speed and strength and agility of Sonic the Hedgehog with Mario.
Just Italian plumber.
Yeah, just 25-year-old Italian dude.
That man from Queens,
from
let's go.
Brooklyn. Just like, he's ready, and he takes on this like literal supersonic hedgehog. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sonic can't run faster than just Bowser in a race, right? He runs a little bit quicker.
If they just said he's just a hedgehog who runs fast, and he's got his colourful friends and they run around and save the day, that'd be fine. But it's when they expect me to take it fucking seriously, where it's like, who is given this responsibility? I must protect the island from I'm the last of my people. It's like, who are your people again? Bright red echidnas with punching gloves on. Okay.
The Master Emerald.
With it, a single warrior could defeat entire armies.
So Knuckles, the character, Carl, is a character in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. He is an anthropomorphic echidna and the current guardian of the Master Emerald, a powerful ancient gemstone which is kept on Angel Island. Guarding it is a solemn duty to protect anyone seeking to abuse its power, as well as sole surviving descendant of the echidna race from the Knuckles clan.
So he's called Knuckles, and he's from the Knuckles clan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, this emerald, if it's so powerful, just throw it into space. I'm always a fan of, like, we have this, like, legendary artifact that if it falls into the wrong hands,
into the sun.
Like, it'll destroy the world. Where'd you keep it? On a pedestal on an unguarded island? Like, there's one fucking animal with boxing gloves on that protects it.
So I think that's something that makes sense in the second Sonic film, is that at very least the Emerald is like locked behind a giant, ancient temple that you need a special map to find it and all this jazz. It's like, it's not just floating on a crazy weird temple on the top of Angel Island for all to be able to see.
At last, the Master Emerald.
At least it's hidden to some extent, but...
Tell me more about Knuckles, though.
Well, Knuckles is known for his powerful and wild nature. His dominant traits are his super strength and the two spike-like knuckles on each of his gloves, from which his name is derived from.
Okay, so he's named after his gloves and not the Knuckles clan?
But does that mean the Knuckles clan is named after all of them having knuckles like that?
Yeah, or is it just that this series is poorly written?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, like, they added way too much lore to something that didn't need lore. Why is he called Knuckles? He punches things. Why is he called Sonic? He runs fast. Why is he called Tails? He's got two tails!
Well, why is he called Miles per hour?
Miles per hour. Yeah, I get that one's good. I like that one.
That is a good one. Miles per hour.
Why is he called Dr. Eggman? He's shaped like a fucking egg.
He's not Dr. Eggman, though. He's literally Dr. Robotnik for us, Carl.
I prefer Eggman.
I mean, Eggman is a valid description for him.
Because he's just shaped... He's an egg man. He's shaped like an egg. Man.
And I think for, like, the third movie, they are leaning into him being egg-shaped.
They should do. Make him more egg-shaped. Make Jim Carrey wear that egg outfit.
That's the thing. Jim Carrey is coming out of retirement to make Eggman egg-shaped.
Yeah. I respect it.
That is the thing that Jim Carrey is coming out of retirement for. I love the idea as well. It does say here, like, the two spike-like knuckles on each of his gloves, implying that they're not even part of his anatomy. No. Which means that maybe these gloves are the entire reason the Knuckles clan was the Knuckles clan.
They just hand down there. So it reminds me of, like, initially when they were designing the character of Wolverine. The idea was put the claws inside of his gloves, and then someone pointed out that's stupid because that means if he takes the gloves off, he's not Wolverine anymore. Someone else could just put him on and be Wolverine. And yet no one working for the Sonic franchise thought maybe the knuckles should be part of his body rather than the gloves, because now we can just take those off.
Maybe Knuckles is not a name. Maybe Knuckles is a title passed down generation to generation.
What does he look like without gloves on?
Is there ever an image of him without gloves?
Oh yeah, it's an Archie comic and he has the spikes on his hands.
Oh, okay. It said in the wiki it was worded as if it was on each of his gloves.
No, he's got like weird protrusions on his fists.
So, right. He can dig and climb with his hands because he as we say, he punches his knuckles into the walls. But, Carl, I didn't realise this was the law. He can also trap the wind under his dreadlocks to glide through the air.
Oh, yes, he can glide, can Knuckles, can't
he? He can glide. I didn't think it was because of the dreadlocks.
Well, here's the thing. We could talk about this. It's a concept in media I'm a big fan of. And it's coding.
Okay.
And Knuckles the Echidna is... A lot of people read him as being coded as being black.
I have seen many people talk about this online of for example, a character like Knuckles or a character like Piccolo has been accepted by that fan community as being essentially a black character.
Even like another thing, you say Knuckles is not black. He is a bright red anthropomorphic echidna, but he is coded as being black. And now he's voiced by Idris Elba, which all but confirms it. And that idea has fascinated me. Both in terms of that it speaks to how little representation there are for some minority groups. That you're like, oh, who represents you? I guess this echidna does.
As decided by other people in the Sonic fan community, we're not speaking on their behalf, but Knuckles is this character is definitely black, but Sonic was voiced for a long time by Julia White, who is black, and now is voiced by Ben Schwartz, the whitest, the palest of dudes.
But yeah, isn't that fascinating? That just people read this character as being black, and I didn't realize they referred to them as dreadlocks.
Yeah, they do specifically call them dreadlocks, and obviously dreadlocks aren't specifically black thing. Vikings and stuff had them in the past as well and stuff, but just the idea that oh yeah, that's the reasoning behind why he can glide is because he's got dreads.
To be fair, everyone with dreadlocks can do that.
It's a well-known thing. What a dumb explanation of why he can glide. I never actually knew what the law behind it was.
Okay, here's one, Lucas, right? What is your favourite just bullshit excuse for a character being able to fly or double jump in a video game?
I mean, that might now be it. That might not be. He traps wind in his dreadlocks. Have you got a better example?
Next, I always thought he was just he's so strong. He just jumps and leaps really high.
I never questioned it. It was just that's a Knuckles ability. Tails can fly, Sonic can't, Knuckles is the in-between, he glides.
Yeah, I think it might be Yoshi just kicks his legs really hard.
The flutter jump.
It makes no sense, but if you think about it, it kind of does. If you kick your legs really hard, maybe you would stay in the air a little bit longer.
We'll go on to the concept and creation of Knuckles here, of why did you make such a fucked up Fuckles? Knuckles was created and designed by Takashi Yuda during the conception of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And obviously we have to give a shout out to just Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where it's just you can create the Tower of Power of Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles.
46, 47, 48. 48 copies of Sonic and Knuckles stacked upon each other to bring you this grand masterpiece.
Development team wanted to create a new rival for Sonic. The final design of Knuckles was the result of dozens of possible designs inspired by numerous different animals and the usage of market research about American kids' taste.
Yes, because Knuckles was going to be okay, American kids kind of like Sonic, but we want someone to really solidify, because Mario is kind of eating our dinner over in America.
Mm-hmm.
We need a character that those American kids are going to fucking love. It's hip-hop echidna, let's go.
They did market research and found out that kids really love echidnas. Right?
Really?
Right?
Really?
Right?
I'm guessing a lot of people don't even know what an echidna is.
No,
I only learned what an echidna was through Sonic the Hedgehog, and then looked at it and went, that looks nothing like Knuckles.
I genuinely didn't know echidnas were a real thing for a long time.
If you weren't told that Sonic is a hedgehog, you wouldn't read him as a hedgehog.
No.
I wouldn't know he was a hedgehog, because hedgehogs look nothing like that.
Not in any way, no. But for Knuckles, there were 8 different candidates, with the most popular one being Knuckles with his dreadlocks. One design planned Knuckles to be more reptilian, like a dinosaur, due to the popularity of... Carl?
90s. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, of course, it was Jurassic Park.
Man. Dinosaur with dreadlocks would be such a fucking money idea.
Oh, that would be sick. But, like, isn't that just probably a Sonic character that does now exist?
And, like, every combination of animal and, like, character trait is a Sonic character.
Probably at this point, yeah. It's, Team Chaotix that I think about a lot of the time. The alligator, the bumblebee, and the chameleon, I think it is.
Like, SBO is fucking sick. I know shit
really
about
liked,
SBO.
I liked Team Chaotix. I think it was Sonic Heroes where you could get, like, them as the trio, and I always liked playing as them. It's just, who the fuck are these 3?
Who are these goobers? That's the thing about the Sonic fandom, though. Like, there's going to be a character that you like. It doesn't matter. Like me, I hate Sonic, but then I like, but SBO the Chameleon, though, he's pretty cool. And that's the problem. There's so many characters in that series, and there's always going to be one that gets you.
There's a lot of people that really defend Jet the Hawk from, like, Sonic Riders, and there's a weird amount of people that are massive fans for Jet the Hawk.
Ha! You're lucky you got this far. It obviously wasn't due to your skills.
Sonic franchise is like the Beatles, where even if you hate the Beatles, they've got at least one song that he likes. There's so many of them. There's so many Sonic characters, one of them is going to, like, just scratch that itch in your head of, like, oh, that's kind of cool, though. And for me, it's SBO the Chameleon.
For some people, it's going to be Gamma the robot. For some people, it's going to be Big the cat. For some people, it's going to be Rouge the unnecessarily sexy bat.
That's actually a full name as well. The unnecessarily sexy bat.
But Knuckles' long tail in the final design is stated to be a remnant from his early, more dinosaur-looking design. Yeah, I didn't really think about the fact that he's got a tail.
Yeah, echidnas do have tails, but it's like all mammals have tails.
Little one. Little baby one.
Humans have one, so I don't know the word for it, but it's like the name for a tail that doesn't... It's not a tail, but you still have the bone.
The coccyx.
That's it, yeah, that's the word for it, yes.
Which is like the tailbone, but the tailbone is tiny in most humans.
Oh, so look, like there's an echidna here. It's like one that... Do you know, like when sometimes they lose their spines? It's like the tail's like a little nub. It's got a little nub.
I don't know how this was, like, even a decision to be made.
Okay.
But they say when it came to Knuckles' primary colour, red and green were proposed candidates among the staff, while creative hack and possible, like, inside trader going to jail, Yuji Naka, was pushing towards purple, because he's a hack.
The thing I love about Yuji Naka is every time you mention it, it's like, pay your fucking taxes, Yuji Naka.
Stop inside trading on weird, like, fucking mobile games.
Yeah, he got arrested like 4 times for it as well.
He might be going to jail because of it, yeah.
God, imagine, like, what did you do? It's like, I created Sonic. Is that why you're in jail? It's like, no, it's why I should be, though.
People may be coming at me here, but...
He is a fucking hack. Because that's the thing, like, it's the most obvious thing in the world. We're making a rival character for a character who is blue. It's so obvious.
Like, a lot of the work of Yuji Naka is been credited to him, but is essentially, like, stolen ideas and work. And even behind the concept of, like, Sonic is probably other people.
Probably, yeah. Like, nothing's created in a vacuum. But just that more than anything sums up how much of a hack he is. We have a bright blue character, and then his teammate is yellow. Blue, yellow. What should the third character be? Purple.
It's like that's not how it works.
It's the most obvious, like, solution. Blue, red, and yellow, the 3 primary colours. How much of a fucking idiot is that guy where that wasn't the most obvious choice in the world?
That's the thing, is red and green both make sense because they are, like, both different primary colours. Like, green is a primary colour in terms of, like, lighting.
Yeah.
Whereas yellow is a primary colour in terms of, like, painting. So green kind of makes sense. Red is the obvious choice. And Yuji Naka's like, yeah, but purple, though.
Like, purple's the choice when you have a villain that fights both of them. That's like Dante and Virgil, blue and red. But then Nero, purple because he has combinations of both of their traits.
It's just such basic character design, and Yuji Naka
basic colour theory.
Yeah, he just shot it all out the window.
Like, basic is the literal first thing you would learn when you're an artist is colour theory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, presumably, once you're like, this is the colour wheel. These are the colours that are opposite each other.
You know, Knuckles is kind of like the villain, antagonist, anti-hero character.
And he's aggressive.
He's aggressive, and red is generally seen as a very aggressive, dangerous colour.
Yep. It's literally the colour of danger.
Mm-hmm. The fact that Yuji Naka went straight to purple, the royal colour, it's like, god damn it. After conducting research on American children, which sounds very weird, what research were you doing?
Just showing them pictures of Knuckles and like, think this is cool, and the kids are like, what is that thing? It's an echidna? What's an echidna?
It was revealed, though, that red was overwhelmingly popular, thus being chosen for the character's colour, and the emphasis of the character was to break walls.
Proves as well that even kids understand this concept of red is cool.
Anyway, character designer Takashi Yuda never intended Knuckles to be any more than a supporting character.
Shut up.
Apparently so. He was introduced into Sonic the Hedgehog 3 as an intimidator because of his powerful abilities. He was given a headlining role in the next game, Sonic and Knuckles.
Like it says, get a headlining role, and the game's named after Sonic.
I mean, he's one of the Tails is never in the title.
Sonic and Knuckles with lock-on technology, only on Sega Genesis. Sonic and Knuckles, other game cartridges, and Sega Genesis, each sold separately.
That's like, Tails never really got like the Luigi treatment, did he, of getting a full game or anything?
No, Tails got the full Luigi treatment of being cast into the shadows and forgotten about.
That's true. Oh man, have you ever seen like the Sonic Bible? Are you familiar with the idea of the Sonic Bible?
For the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, they were given like the Sonic Bible, right? Of like,
this doesn't mean like it's Sonic on the cross. It's just the Bible is the term used. Like this is basically the critical mythology for the character, and these are things that the character has to have.
I believe one thing that you mentioned before that was mentioned in the Sonic Bible was nobody is allowed to invent things other than Tails.
Yeah, Tails is the inventor. Any character who invents things has to be Tails. He's the only one allowed to invent things.
And that might explain why, I think even in the Sonic 2 movie, the big giant Dr. Robotnik like mech that he makes at the end, I think is made by a wish to the Master Emerald and not by himself.
There's a bunch of weird stuff about it, but it's like it comes about in funny ways though, because I remember it's in that really bad Sonic Forces game, was it? Or the Sonic 06. What was the one for like the Wii U?
Oh, Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom, yeah, the really bad. It's really hard when you say the really bad Sonic games. That means so many Sonic
games flood into my head.
Yeah, that one. They were initially going to put a swimming mechanic in there, and Sega said, no, read the Sonic Bible, Sonic has to drown.
Even though there are underwater levels in Sonic, it will never make sense. But
if I was that deathly allergic to water, I simply would not go to an island.
I don't know whether echidnas can do this in real life, Carl.
What is it?
Because with the 7 Chaos Emeralds, Knuckles is able to attain a super state known as Super Knuckles. And I didn't know that Super Knuckles was actually a thing. I just thought it was Super Sonic and Super Shadow. But apparently Super Knuckles is also a thing. And shout out to Super Knuckles, who, when I googled it, most of the time appears as like a really nice pink form.
I like that. It's like, it's not to the extent of like just, oh, it's a rip-off of Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
This was, speaking of Yuji Naka being a fucking hack.
Yeah,
you collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and you gain a degree of power, and you turn yellow and you get a super... I wonder if you watch Dragon Ball.
You become golden with a glowing aura, and can fly and turn basically invulnerable. Like, yeah, were you a fan of Dragon Ball, Mr. Naka?
And the spikes on his head stand up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in this state, all of Knuckles' abilities far surpass his normal ones. In addition, he's able to fly and is virtually invulnerable. However, the transformation consumes a lot of energy and rings to be maintained. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Knuckles can transform into an extended version of Super Knuckles called Hyper Knuckles.
That's good.
With the 7 Super Emeralds. This form basically shares the same abilities and powers as Super Knuckles, but on an even higher level, so you go Super Saiyan 2, Carl.
My favourite bit about that is as well, all that power, and Mario can just touch a star.
Yeah. So, Carl, we'll end here on the powers and abilities section, like we often do.
I want to know, because how powerful is this fucking echidna?
Yeah, because it says, like, his trademark ability is his indomitable strength. Possessing lots of power, he is strong enough to pulverize massive boulders and punch through solid steel.
Yeah, which is pretty strong. That's like, like Luke Cage can do that.
By comparison, Knuckles' strength is stated to equal Sonic's speed.
Okay, so that means he's the strongest thing in the universe then. He's stronger than the Hulk. If his strength matches Sonic's speed and Sonic can run at the speed of light, what is the strength equivalent of running at the speed of light? It's like lifting infinity, right? Because the speed of light is the literal theoretical maximum for speed. What is the theoretical maximum for strength?
They kind of lowball it here because they say considering the Hedgehog's measured foot speed is known to surpass Mach 1, it would mean that Knuckles is capable of lifting over 100 metric tons. But in some forms of, like, Sonic media, Sonic's foot speed isn't Mach 1. It's, like, infinite speed, as you say.
Yeah, like, he can break the light barrier, which is, like, the theoretical maximum of speed.
Which would mean that Knuckles is essentially capable of breaking all known barriers of strength.
At which point, why does he need to punch something when he could just throw his island into space? Just throw your island into space.
Launch the Master Emerald into the sun.
This just creates a huge plot hole now. Like, if he's that strong, why does he need to physically fight anything?
Some of his other, like, feats of strength are ridiculous.
Okay, give me some examples of his feats of strength.
Because another testament to Knuckles' strength is that by just punching the ground, he can create fissures, widespread tremors, and even powerful volcanic eruptions.
Do you know who else can do that? Senator Armstrong. So he can do like the Senator Armstrong, just like...
Additionally, he can punch with his fist or throw objects through the air with such force that they ignite from fiction.
I love when characters who are super strong don't have like the ability to create projectiles, but they just throw something so fast that it catches fire.
Yeah, his punches can launch projectiles, create explosions of enormous power. It's like, he's punching so hard and so fast that he can ignite the air around him and create projectiles from it.
Yeah, because I think that's what like Senator Armstrong does in like the fight against him, where he punches the ground so hard that the friction causes all the oil from Excelsius to catch on fire.
The speed you need to punch, like someone at home who's watching or listening, throw a punch and see if your punch, as fast as you can make it, ignites the air around
Well, that's
your
like
fist.
one of the coolest things in anime, isn't it? Where it's like characters who can't, like I said, don't have projectile abilities, but can just move so fast, like the Kiar. Like where adult Gohan, like when he's in his like ultimate form, just pushes his hand forward so fast, like the blast of air, knocks people out. Or like in My Hero Academia, where it's just like All Might. Just he can throw punches so fast, like he just sends out like tornadoes of air.
Or he can fly.
Yeah, that still cracks me up every time I see that. They fly past him, he punches and just.
It's like, oh, so All Might can fly, right? It's like, no, All Might can punch.
Yeah, so what do you mean?
But I've seen him flying. It's like, yeah, he just punches backwards so hard that he flies.
And it works.
It does, and like even Deku does that similar kind of thing of like utilizing his fingers to like punch people with his fingers from a distance, essentially.
Yeah, where he's like sending out the shockwaves of air.
Mm-hmm.
I love shit like that.
It's very funny that like, okay, Knuckles, super strong, right?
Yes.
So strong that his strength matches Sonic's running speed, but also Knuckles is able to run a breakneck speed that almost matches Sonic's.
Okay, so unless the scenario calls for someone to run slightly faster than almost the speed of light, Knuckles can solve every problem. Sonic is effectively useless in this scenario because he's not as smart as Tails, he's not as strong as Knuckles, and both of them can run or fly as fast as he can almost. So unless the scenario is you need to be running a little bit faster than that, Sonic, you can just go home and take this one out.
Yeah.
Like, he's the most useless character in his own franchise.
He can't hit as hard as Knuckles. He can't glide with his dreadlocks like Knuckles.
He swim.
He can't climb walls like Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, Knuckles is a good swimmer, being able to swim incredible depths with both great speed and skill. He can burrow into almost any object. Knuckles also apparently possesses near maximized physical durability. including him surviving a bomb exploding in front of him through sheer toughness.
Yeah, and like, well, keep in mind, Sonic, if he touches one spike, he's like,
And Carl, he went through atmospheric entry and landed into the ground unharmed. He did like a Master Chief.
I was about to say, I love how me and you, we always just say you Master Chief it when you fall from orbit. Because never forget that Master Chief elbow dropped a continent once and walked that shit off.
We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are.
His armor locked up, but Master Chief was okay.
Yeah, he was fine. The thing is, locking up would surely make it fucking worse, because that just means you're rattling around the inside like a peanut, right? So how good is that armor? How does any Spartan ever die?
Yeah, he can perform the spin attack like Sonic can. He has the ability to sense energy, specifically the one produced by the Chaos Emerald or the Master Emerald or similar emeralds. Such as the Soul Emeralds, of course. He's an expert treasure hunter. He's an extremely skilled extreme gear rider. That was from Sonic Riders, I think. He's straight up just better than Sonic apart from running speed, where he nearly matches Sonic.
And all he has to do is like punch the opposite direction as he's running. He'll probably get a bit faster anyway. It's so stupid, right? That's the thing. But this is the thing about Sonic of like, no character in Sonic can just be good at something. They have to be the best at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure if we did one for Tails, it'd be he's the smartest being in the... He's like Reed Richards.
Yes, but also he can almost match Sonic's foot speed, but not quite. Anyway, Carl, I don't know what I've said about Knuckles to piss off my dogs, but they are barking away.
It's because I was chatting shit, yeah. I was chatting shit. They're like, no. let us know your favourite Sonic friend in the comments who's not Knuckles. And Lucas, you know what I'm going to do? I just looked up Knuckles' friends. And I want you to tell me which one of these I made up.
Okay.
Barry the Quacker, Froggy, Honey the Cat, Heavy the Robot, Ray the Flying Squirrel, Styx the Badger, Tangle the Lemur.
I'm almost certain that Ray the Flying Squirrel is real.
Trick question, they're all real.
Okay.
Everything in Sonic is all real. He's never not real.
I was like, all of these sound fake apart from Ray the Squirrel.
One day, I think a wiki I might do is just every single Sonic character and just to see how many of them are, name the animal.
I mean, it's all of them, right?
Every single one, yeah.
And everyone in the comments, let us know that your favourite character is just Big the Cat.
Big the Cat sucks so much ass.
Like, why is Big the Cat not just everyone's favourite, right?
That voice pisses me off so fucking much.
Who are they going to get to play Big the Cat in Sonic 4? And why should it be Hayden Christensen, the person that, like, everyone thought was going to be Shadow?
At this point, who gives a fuck? Like, yeah, why not? Let him be Espio the Chameleon. Okay.
Let him be, like, Evie the Robot.
Yeah, let him do it. Who gives a shit at this point?
I can't wait until we get Silver the Hedgehog, Carl.
God, we're gonna get that, aren't we? Because fucking Sonic fans are gonna buy it. There's so many of them.
Oh, but thank you all for watching, and just leave us a good old like, subscribe, and follow and all that jazz if you think we've earned it today.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.